Good morning. My name is Jason Hollinger. I'm the preaching and community minister here for Lufkin Central. And with each of these that we've been doing in the mornings, Jesus and Coffee, and hey, maybe you're not watching in the morning, you're watching later. And whether you watch live or later, no matter what, throughout all of it, we want to give you the opportunity to be blessed by a passage of scripture and a challenge throughout your day. And so, what I want to take you to today is years ago when I began in ministry. I was a youth minister, and whenever a kid would come to me, a teenager would come to me, and then even into adults when they would come to me and talk about baptism, this is where I would begin. To begin the walk with Christ, I go back to the beginning. And so Genesis chapter 1, just let this marinate on you, okay? Just kind of soak this in. Don't rush through any of it. Just listen. If you're out for a walk, just take it in. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven, and there was evening, and there was morning the second day. Verse 9. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let there be signs, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years, and let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and there was evening, and there was morning the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens." So God created the sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work that he had done. Genesis chapter 1, and then goes in a little bit to chapter 2. And one of the things that I teach in the midst of this, again, when somebody asks a question about becoming a disciple of Christ, about being baptized, is when we look at the very core of who we are, of what we believe, everything, what it comes down to is our belief and our trust in that God is who he says he is, and that God is who he claims to be. And to begin that journey, to begin that walk with him, you must, in my opinion, it is of vital importance for us to believe in not just the God who can save us, and not just the God who sent his son to die for us, but the God who created everything, the God who has power over everything, the God who is in everything, the God who made everything good, the God who can make you good, the God who can bring you strength. So as you begin your day today, no matter what you have going on, remember this: every walk with him begins and ends in believing that he is who he says he is, and that he came to do what he said that he came to do, and that through it all, you are God's special creation, created in his image, created in his likeness. Y'all have a great day. God bless.